Hello everyone. I was going to get on here and show y'all how to do a quick flower arrangement. I went and bought some beautiful flowers from our local grocery store, Publix. I love their flowers because they have a 7-day guarantee. If they wilt or just die, they will replace them within that 7-day period if you buy them. But look at these. I got some beautiful pink roses today. I got some beautiful cream mini roses, and of course, baby's breath. So I was just going to do a real quick tutorial on how you can arrange them. Y'all look at my beautiful Alewine Pottery vase I got in the Smokies. Just bought this, so look how they did the mountain scene on it all the way around. If y'all have never been to Alewine Pottery, it's in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. They also have a store in Townsend. Their main store is in the arts and crafts community in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. You can actually go there. The original man who the place is named after, Robert Alewine, he started out with his little pottery shop, and you can still get pieces that he makes. He's still making pieces, but you have to look on the bottom. The ones that he doesn't make just say Alewine Pottery. The ones that he does make say Robert Alewine on them. And I've got one or two of his pieces, but this is their latest 2023 color that they've come out with. We got to talk to him when we went, and he said that he'd had this glaze for a long time. He had just never used it, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. He makes pitchers, coffee mugs, Lord, pretty much anything you can think of in this. They have a website. Let me get the card and I'll show it to y'all so y'all can see where to go. If I can get it to focus in right. But this right here is it. Alewine Pottery. And that's 623 Glades Road, Gatlinburg, Tennessee. And that is their phone number, 865-430-7828. And you can go on www.alewinepottery.net and you can see all their beautiful stuff. I have other pieces of theirs that I collect. I mainly collect their blue pottery, and they have some that has leaves in it. They are gorgeous. I have a few of those pieces. But anyways, purpose of this video is to show you how to do a quick flower arrangement, but I had to show y'all my new beautiful vase. I absolutely love it. So you're going to fill the water in a vase this size, about up to here. All their flowers at Publix. I'm going to get you a good pair of scissors because you're going to need it. All the flowers at Publix come with these food feeder packets. So you're going to shake it down. You're just going to add one. Each of these has a food packet, but you only want to use one. You don't want to put too much in there and burn up your plant. So you're just going to shake it in there with your water. I'd already put some water in here. Going to kind of shake that off. Kind of give it a little stir. I'll probably get one of these stems I cut off to stir it. But when you open your flowers, we're going to first do our baby's breath. That's the outer portion. Cut the rubber band off your bag. Take your scissors, run it up your bag, just like this, just to make you an open place to put all your garbage. That usually works the best for me. Like I said, you're not going to use these. You can save these for if you have any plants outside that you later want to put in your vase. These are good to save. But make sure you put them somewhere away from little kids because they are poisonous. So put them up high in a cabinet or something. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your baby's breath. You're going to kind of measure where about you want it in your vase. So you want it tall? Do you want it short? I want mine a little bit shorter. So when you're measuring it, I'm going to take my finger to the bottom of the vase right here. Hopefully y'all can see what I'm doing. And that's about where I'm going to want to cut my stems. So right about here is where I'm going to want to cut it off because that's where the bottom of it's going to be. So you're just going to take your scissors, cut those stems off. You want to kind of try to do it at an angle. Not straight, but at an angle. Okay? So let's get one of these stems, like I told you, since I didn't have anything to stir it with. And let's go ahead and stir this water up and get that powder mixed up real good in there. So these will get fed good. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and start putting our baby's breath in there. You can kind of look, some pieces will be good, some of them won't. You just gotta kind of look at what you got and see what you got. Measure it again. See, that's a little taller than I want it, so I'm gonna cut it off just a little bit more. And you're just gonna place it down in there. See, that one may be a little bit taller still. I don't want it real tall. You just gotta kind of work with it. It's about like when you paint. It's just, you can't really make a mistake. You just kind of cut it and go, cut it and go. So you just want to make this fairly full so it looks pretty. You want to make it even looking. And baby's breath, honestly, if you don't get it all down in the water, that's okay. Because baby's breath is, you can dry baby's breath out. And actually, when you're done with your vase with the flowers and your flowers dye, you can take baby's breath and dry it out, and it looks pretty. It just turns kind of a deeper cream color. It's really, really pretty. And I'm going to have some left, so that may be what I actually do with it. Now, see how this piece is sticking out? I don't like that. That's driving me nuts. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut that off. It just looks weird. You want to get a pretty shape to your baby's breath. And I think that's about all I'm going to add on the baby's breath for now. I may put one more piece here. But you want to kind of turn your vase and make sure how it's looking. See how there's more on this side than here? So what I'm going to want to do is add a piece over here to this side. You want to kind of make it the same fullness all the way around. And that's about right. That's about the same fullness all the way around. And it don't have to be perfect. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put that baby's breath to the side in case I have to add some more in a minute. Next, I'm going to get there's another one of those packets I'm going to save. I'll go ahead and cut this package open. These 2 rubber bands off here. We're going to do the same with this package and cut it open. And arranging flowers isn't hard, y'all. Once you get somebody to teach you how to do it, it's pretty easy peasy. You're going to do the same thing with your roses. Now, these come like 4 on a stem, but you're going to want to measure it up to your vase. See, and you're going to want your roses to stick out about the same height as that baby breath. So if I kind of measure it there, that's going to be about where I want it. So I'm going to want to cut it right here because that's the bottom of the vase, about the height that I want it. And again, you're going to want to cut it at an angle. Whoop, that shot across the room. But you want to cut it at an angle. Don't cut it straight. Cut it at an angle. That's going to help it to be able to soak up water better. You're going to take your first one and you're going to start kind of in the middle and just push it down in there. Okay? I'm going to measure again. I'm not going to show y'all every time. Now, on the outer ones, you're going to want your very middle one to be your tallest. On the outer, you're going to want them to be just a little bit lower. So you're going to cut them just a little bit shorter than you did that last one. And if you hold the stem up against you, like I just did here, it won't shoot across the room. So we're going to put this one right about here. See the difference? There you go. You can see we're going to measure another one. And you're going to want to make it a little bit lower also. And I always throw my old stems on my paper. It just makes it easier when you get ready to wrap it all up. You're just going to kind of work it in somewhere. And also, like the leaves are too low on this, they're going to cause my baby's breath to get smashed. Just pull them off. If you've got one that's hanging too low, just pull them off. And then just stick it right down in there. As so. Okay. And then we're going to try to put one back here on the back part. We're going to want it right about here. So you just kind of measure. You ain't got to be accurate. Give it a little side cut there. And you're going to come back here and put one in the back. And then kind of shove it down in there. Now, if you'll look, you can see I've pretty much got pink throughout this bouquet. And you may have to move some stuff around because that one's bugging me. It's sticking out a little far. If you see something looks weird, just move it around, get it how you like it. Okay. Now I'm going to get my cream roses. Cut the elastic band. We're going to cut this paper. And these were 3 for $12. So when I'm done with this arrangement, it's going to only have been 12 bucks. It's a whole lot cheaper to do it yourself than to pay someone else to do it because they charge an arm and a leg at florists. They really do. So it's cheaper just to do it yourself. I'm going to pull the bottom leaves off because I can tell they're going to be in the way of the baby's breath. And you're just going to put it down in here. Just work them in. Like I said, you can't make mistakes. It's all going to look good in the end. You'll see once we get it done. Okay, here's another. I'm getting where I can kind of measure it, eye it now and tell. I'm going to put these up here at the top. And those are going to be the highest ones. For now, unless I see I don't like it later. All right. Right, we're going to pull this bottom leaves off right here. We're going to cut it. All right, we're going to put this one, right about here maybe. Let's put it in there. See if we can get it to look good. And you can pull some forward and out as you go if you're seeing you're not liking the way something's looking. But so far, so good. It's looking pretty good. Take those bottom leaves off. Give it a little cut. We'll put this one, we'll put it right about here on this side. And I want to show y'all something I did there. When I put that one in, I kind of pushed some of these peach roses, or pinkish peach, under it and intertwined them because it made it look prettier. I'm going to do it over here and show y'all what I'm talking about. Take the bottom leaves off, cut it. Now, I'm going to show you, let's see, right about here. See how it's pink and pink? We want to put some cream in between those and make it look right. So, it's hard for me to do it and not look, but hopefully this is doing okay. Yeah. See how I got it in between those two pinks and it made it look pretty? You just kind of intertwine them. Now, what you're going to do is take and put more baby's breath in. See these blank spots where there's nothing? We're going to put baby's breath there. And you're going to try to get your shorter, smaller pieces. Let's see what we got here. What are we working with over here? Here's a good piece right here. That should do it. You're going to want to trim it off, of course. And you're going to try to just kind of stick it in here wherever it'll look good. Just smash it down in there. See? Just like that. See how that's filling that in? Get another piece and do the other parts. Okay, we're going to take this one. We're going to kind of just... And you can go in between the roses with it. That also looks pretty. Just kind of smash it down in there. Make it look good. Make it look pretty. If you have a clear vase, one of those that's kind of comes out the top and down, it looks beautiful to get a pink ribbon and put it around the bottom or whatever color your rose is. With this one, pink and white gingham would probably be pretty. And tie a little bow. You can also go into your jewelry department at Hobby Lobby or Walmart and get a little charm, like a heart if you're giving it to your girlfriend or your boyfriend if you've given them roses, most likely not, but or your mom. You could get a mom charm. You could even get like a locket, one that they could put on a necklace later. And that would be really pretty. But you can just kind of stuff your baby's breath. Like I told y'all, with the baby's breath, it's okay to, if it's not completely down in the water, because it's going to be fine. By the time it starts looking cream, these flowers are already going to be gone. And most likely I've noticed with Publix flowers most of the time, they normally last most of the time. Usually when I buy them about 2 weeks. I mean, they have a really good lifetime on them. Okay, now see how pretty that and how full that is? Now see, this side's not as full, so we're going to add some baby's breath over here. You want to keep it kind of even looking. But y'all, it's easy to do. Don't be scared to try. It's not going to hurt. It was 12 bucks. If you mess it up, it's all good. It's you looking at the beauty of the flowers. Okay, see how this is blank in here? I think I'm going to put a piece here behind this rose and then pull it around a little, just like so. See how that kind of filled that out? And then I'm still going to get another piece and put down here. But I just kind of look at it and eye it and go with it. I did take floral when I was in high school, but it wasn't like any type of a fancy class. It was just at our tech school. We only actually took I mainly did stuff in the greenhouse. As far as learning the floral design and all that, we really didn't cover that a whole lot in tech. So what you see me doing is just self-taught. I mean, and see how now that's got a pretty flow? See how it's kind of coming down and around? That's how you want it. Now I'm sitting here looking at it, and it looks like we need a little bit more baby's breath up here. So I'm going to try to get a couple little sprigs, work them in, just to make it pop at the top. You want your baby's breath to be throughout. And baby's breath smells amazing. Just here, see where there's a large bunch of flowers here? I want to put this baby's breath in between them. I want to kind of separate it up. Now, if you're working with just roses that aren't in a bunch of 4, you know how these all came and they were like 4 together? With the miniature roses, it's that way. But now if you're working with your larger roses, it's going to be a lot simpler because you're not going to have to work it in like that. I think that's about got it. But I hate wasting flowers. So I'm going to keep on until I use most of this because I don't like to waste flowers. I like it to be able to use all of them that I buy. I don't want to feel like I've wasted anything. So let me just kind of look at it. I just look for any empty spots at this point. Anything that just looks like, hey, that can go there. It'll look good. And I just kind of work with it and push it down in there. And it does. It looks good when you do it that way. All right. I got a couple more sprigs, y'all, and I'm going to try to work these in. This is a larger sprig, so let me kind of, and you can kind of trail it down, too, towards the front. But I want it to be where you can see my mountains, though, because I think they're really pretty. So I'm just going to add it right here onto this side and push it down in there real good. And the more you add, the fuller it gets. And I really like the idea of putting it in between the roses. It makes a big difference when it's in between the roses. It makes it look like a professional, doesn't it? Not saying it's going to look like that when I'm done. I'm just saying it makes it look better. Let's see. This one will probably look good right about here. If I can get it down in there. I don't want to get it too tall on the top. You don't want to get it too high up here. But it looks really cute. It's looking so cute. All right, I got one more piece pretty much, and then up to, I got another. Let's see if I can find a spot to add this one. Maybe right here. That looks pretty. And that one's bent. So if you get one like this, don't even bother. It looks bad. So, and then if you see, when you're at the end, if you've got some leaves, if you see you want to add some leaves to it in certain spots, like if it's looking like it needs some leaves, you can put those in there too. Oh, that leaf's broke. Don't use leaves that are chopped off like that. That's not pretty. But you can take your leaves, make yourself a little stem, pull a couple leaves off. You can give yourself some leaves in certain spots if you want to make it have a little more green appearance to it too. Because that looks good too. See how that kind of popped it? But just take off your bottom leaves and that'll give you a little more leaf room to work with. when you're adding leaves, just be careful that you don't cover up your roses. You don't want to cover up the beauty of your roses. But a little leaf here and there will make it pop a little. Let me just add a couple more of those and we'll be done. Oops, see, I messed that one up, so chunk it. Just be careful when you're pulling your leaves off or you'll make your little stem too hard to do. You can put one in this way if you want to. There's just different ways you can do it. And your leaves may not last as long as your flowers. Sometimes they don't. If you do, just pull them out because it honestly looked just fine before. But just kind of fix it like you like it and it'll be really pretty. Let's see. Well, that's the one with the messed up leaf. I'll just take the messed up leaf off if I can. Let me cut it off. Just like that. That way we can still use those. If I even need it. I'm thinking I don't even need it. I think it looks good just like it is. So, anywho. So you just get all your stuff together, scrape it off your table if you have any little buds left. Get all your garbage. Gather it up on this plastic. This is how simple it is. Gather it all up. Easy peasy. You get up and take it to the garbage. And your mess is done. I'm going to throw this away. But here's a couple little pieces here I'll get up. But that's easy peasy. It's a beautiful arrangement. Y'all see how pretty that turned out? Absolutely gorgeous. And if you was to buy that at the florist, like I said, 12 bucks. Of course, you'll have the cost of your vase. Of course, Alewine vases are expensive, but the cheapest place to get your vases, y'all, thrift store. You can get a vase at the thrift store for $3. So, oh, my little leaf fell off. Let me fix that. So, get it down in there a little better. I didn't get it down in that far enough. So, for $12 for the flowers, if you go to the thrift store and get a $3 vase, you're looking at $15 for that many roses. Get you the vase that you can put a ribbon around. You can get ribbon at the thrift store for 50 cents. So for $12.50, you can have a beautiful arrangement like this just to put out, just to make it pretty. Look how beautiful this looks on my lace doily. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Anyway, go buy y'all some flowers so you can enjoy the beauty of nature and the beauty of outside. And they smell amazing. They make your house smell good. So hopefully y'all were kind of able to learn a little bit of how to do a simple bouquet. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Please like and subscribe. I would love to get more subscribers on my channel. I do all kinds of stuff, and I've got some more things coming up. So I'm going to be doing a teacher gift basket. So y'all look for that video to come up too. Y'all have a blessed night. Bye-bye.